Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the show. Okay, I want to get into this real talk. This is a short and sweet episode because, like I said, we're all about speed here. At the time that this airs, Memorial Day is 4 weeks away. 4 weeks. That it's not a lot of time. Like it's just we're just going to be honest, okay? This is not this episode. You're going to feel so much better by the end of this episode, but we got to be realistic about what's going on here, okay? It's not like a ton of time. And if hearing that gave you that low key panic in your stomach, the one that shows up like every single year, this right around this time, right? When you realize that summer is actually happening, whether you're ready for it or not, right? Like if you've been listening to this show, if you follow me and you're in my world, I've been talking about this since the holidays. Okay. So don't say I didn't warn you, is all I talk about leading up to it because every single year, here's why every single year I have women come into my goal body world who feel a bit panicked, who feel honestly just like disappointed because maybe they set New Year's goals, right? Maybe last summer they felt bad and they swore they were going to get it together. And it's like the time has passed. You've been trying all these things. None of it's working, right? And so when women come into my world, they're like, why didn't I just get it together sooner? Why didn't I do this sooner? So all of that to say, I have been warning you guys. And if you're new to the show, you clicked play on this episode because you're like, I need this kick in the pants. Here's the thing. I need you to hear me. Yes, summer is happening. Yes, it is coming, but you are not too late. You are literally not too late at all. I have women starting in Goal Body right now, and I'm so excited because I just know this summer they're going to feel so freaking fantastic. And so can you. So if like you got a little anxious when I said like Memorial Day's coming, you know, a little hot, then I just need you to hear me out. You're not too late, but, and again, I did an episode about this just a few episodes ago. You cannot wait another day. You cannot. And that's why this episode is all about speed. And this is not the episode where I'm going to tell you some mindset shifts to make or tell you just believe in yourself, trust the process. No, this is the episode where I'm going to give you 5 specific things to do right now this week, today, so that 4 weeks from now, you're standing at Memorial Day when the pool opens, when you head to the lake. Maybe you've got a beach trip planned at the beginning of summer, like I do, or maybe it's later in the summer, whatever. You're feeling like the best version of yourself. You're feeling like, even if you're not all the way there, you have made progress and you feel so much better. You're not hiding under a cover up that you don't want, like, you feel so much better. Okay. So, again, I'm not like, here's where I'm at with this. I know that so many women drag their feet and then feel a bit disappointed when summer comes, or you've been putting in effort, but maybe you haven't been as consistent, or you've been trying things that you knew were going to be temporary. Okay. Like you weren't going to eat the carbs and the sugar. Come on. All right. So here's the deal. Here is what I want to get into today. 5 things, okay? This is going to be the summer where you do feel better. We're not waiting for next summer. We're going to start right now. And there's 5 things that I want you to do. This is, again, short and sweet episode because we don't have time to waste. Number 1, this is the number 1 reason that you're spinning your wheels. You have no idea what you're actually eating. And I will see this all the time. Ladies will tell me, I've cut portions. I've made healthy swaps. I stopped drinking my sugary coffee. I stopped drinking soda. I cut out sweets. I'm eating healthier. Okay, eating healthier is not a strategy for fat loss. It's just not. I'm glad you're eating healthier. As a degreed nutrition professional, we love that. But wishing and hoping and just eating a little better and healthier is not a target, it's a vibe. And vibes don't create a calorie deficit, and hoping and wishing and making little swaps doesn't get you your goal body. You need an actual number. You need your calorie target and you need your protein target based on your body and your goal, not the influencer that you follow that eats 1,500 calories a day or what 18, like whatever, like your body and your goal. Without your custom calorie and protein target, you're essentially like driving. I always say this, you're driving to a destination with no GPS. Okay. Just driving around. You might get there eventually. Maybe, right? You're like on this road trip, like hoping you might end up there. but probably not because you don't know where you're going. You literally don't know where you're going. So this is not complicated. You can use the free goal body calculator. I'm going to put it in the show notes. Again, speed here. We got to get this going. Use the free goal body calculator linked in the show notes and get your number today. It takes like 2 minutes, you guys. And once you have that number, everything else has a foundation to sit on. And if you're somebody who's been resisting calorie counting, which if you listen to my show, I'm guessing you're not, but if you're new and you're like, calorie counting, I don't know. I've never really liked that. I've never been able to stick with it. I will tell you that in our programs, I lost 100 pounds calorie counting, life changing for me. We could get into the talk about how maintenance and all of that, like how calorie counting is going to make it so that you lose the weight and actually keep it off for good. But we don't have time for that today. We're not even talking about maintenance. We're just talking about speed. But in our goal body method, our proven method that thousands of women have used to lose the weight, I am telling you, calorie counting is it. I literally just had a client come in last week, or I guess it's been 2 weeks now. And she said, she was like, I was logging like here and there, but I wasn't logging the extra bites and tastes. I wasn't logging on the weekend, yada, yada. I do see now how I gained all of this weight. Okay. So again, once you have your numbers, everything else has the foundation to sit on. We're not here to hope at our goal body, wish for it, make some change. Like, no, we're here to get it done. We're here for our program is for results. The women in our world are here to get results. And in order to do this, food logging is the way that's going to ensure that you have that calorie deficit. So again, without it, we're just guessing and hoping. You need those numbers in order to get started. And we have a free calculator. This is the tool that women start with. So get that. This is step one, because without it, nothing else works. Like, you may as well just shut the episode down now if you're not going to do that part. Okay, that brings us to the next part. The second thing that you're going to do after you go and get that calculator and get your calories and protein, you're going to start tracking honestly, and you're going to start tracking everything, and you're not going to worry about it being perfect, but you are going to worry about doing it right now. Because again, not Monday, not after that work event that's happening this week, not when things calm down. Today. We no longer have time for that. Like, at what point do we realize like it's never going to slow down? I have so many clients right now that are traveling, work travels, trips with their family, like all sorts of things. And it's funny how it always comes up where my clients will say, you know, if I was truly waiting to get serious and buckle down, like I really would be waiting forever, because this idea that we have in our mind that suddenly everything's just going to chill out, it's not real. And even if it does for a period of time, just about the time that it does, what happens, right? Where something else pops up. So you just have to know, like, sometimes we just got to go. So with that, you're going to get your calories and your protein, and you're going to start tracking. And I will tell you, 1 to 2 weeks of tracking honestly, and I mean everything. I mean the handful of goldfish, the finishing off the kids' plates, the coffee creamer that you think doesn't count, the weekends that you think, oh, I'm not really eating that much, including the evening snacking, if that's happening. Like, it went 1 to 2 weeks of very honest tracking will show you more about why you're stuck than a month of cutting portions, guessing, hoping that you made the right swaps. And so the key word with this is the honestly part, right? This means that you're going to weigh your food if you have a food scale. If you don't, then you're going to use measuring cups, measuring spoons, logging the creamer. Again, counting the handful of nuts that you popped into your mouth, the healthy thing that you popped into your mouth, right? Standing over the kitchen sink while you're cooking dinner, or the afternoon chaos is going on, right? Like, putting all of this into a food tracker is how we're going to get this ball rolling. And so most women think that they're eating less than they are. This is just facts. Everybody gets a little butthurt about this, but let's just, like, this is research, okay? Even I, as an expert, okay? I have a degree in nutrition. I lost 100 pounds. I've, logged my food for years and years, taught thousands of women how to do this. I still have moments where I think, whoa, if I hadn't logged that, I don't know that I would have fully known how many calories were in that. So again, tracking reveals the truth. It is the most direct route to getting this body fat off, to getting you trimmed up, lean, slimmed up for summer, feeling better. And so we're going to get started with it right now. And the revealing the truth part can be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. Sometimes we don't want to admit, we don't really want to look, but the truth will set you free. The truth is where the results that you say you want so bad live. So you don't have to be perfect. This is a common misconception. Again, when ladies come into goal body coaching, they're like, I have this work event. I don't know how many calories. You don't need to know the exact calorie amount in everything you eat. I lost 100 pounds. There was guesstimating that was going on. But again, we're going to log as accurately and honestly as we possibly can in moments where we do have control, right? Where we're cooking the food, and then everything else gets to be a guesstimate, okay? It gets to be a guesstimate. And you get to not worry and be all or nothing about it and just do the best you can. And more importantly, be as honest as you can and just be consistent. Just be consistent. So many women are trying to log their food, but then they fall off after a couple days, or they do it for a week or two. No, you're going to get this going, and you're going to get it going right now. And again, if logging feels overwhelming to you because you see all the carbs and the fats, you don't have to worry about any of that. There's a reason that our calculator only gives you a calorie number and a protein number. That's all we're going to focus on. That's all we focus on at Goal Body. I don't know about other macro counting programs back in the day. If you're an OG Balanced by Hillary 28-day challenger, you know we would count the carbs and the fats. And I like giving those numbers. Sometimes it can be useful, especially for people who run and certain situations. But like, we don't need to worry about that, especially if you're somebody who does get overwhelmed, and especially in this like season of we got to get this going, right? Speed is the key here. So just start by logging and focusing on your calories, which are number one for your fat loss, and then focusing on your protein. That's it. That's really all you need to be focused on. You don't even need to be worried about fiber right now or any of this, okay? 4 weeks of honest tracking, like every single day, every single bite consistently, is genuinely life-changing, okay? 4 weeks of, perfect tracking that you're trying to do, falling off after 3 days, never really like actually changing anything, never actually seeing what your true calorie amount is that you're consuming is just pointless. Like, that's pointless. So commit to the consistency side of this and the whole progress over perfection, but keep in mind that honesty and consistency over everything is really, truly key. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do, right? We've got our calories and protein, we're logging our food. Now we're going to focus on protein and produce. Protein and produce. It's so easy. You can remember this so easy. This is the simplest shift that makes the biggest difference. And most women are not doing it. Most women are focused on like this seed oil and is this organic? And is this have added sugars? Who cares? We're here for fat loss, okay? If you want to get into health and all of this other stuff, fine. That's cool. This is not the place for that. Not that we don't care about health, but we're here to get fat loss results. And fat loss results don't care about seed oils, okay? I'm not saying, everybody always takes this wrong, I'm not saying that health doesn't matter. If you're in my program, we get into more of the weeds with this stuff. Not that seed oils are ever bad, but we get into the weeds with some of this stuff. And you get deeper, you optimize and really enhance and tweak for optimal fat loss results. But in the beginning, in 4 weeks out to Memorial Day, it literally doesn't matter. And honestly, the simplest things are the things that work the long term, right? Not just doing it for a couple weeks and then falling off of it. So big shift, just focusing on that calorie amount and really just focusing on your protein and your produce. So every meal that you eat for the next 4 weeks should be leading with protein and having a portion of produce. Hello, a lot of P's. Protein, portions, produce, prioritize these things, okay? That's the anchor. That is the anchor. And everything else gets built around those two things. Again, in our program, we get deeper into like the carbs, the fiber, the healthy fats, fitting in treats, eating out, all of this. But if you can just make this simple shift to my meal is always protein forward and I have a portion of produce with it, this is going to be a game changer. Protein, it keeps you full. It preserves your lean muscle while you're in a deficit, which inevitably you will lose a little bit of muscle when you're in a fat loss phase. So we want to try to keep that because, muscle, we want to keep it for a lot of reasons, but also just to protect your metabolism. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. Protein foods have the highest thermic effect of any macronutrient, which literally just means that your body is burning more calories to digest it it. So it's like a little boost. It's a little bonus. Okay. So we love that. And then when it comes to produce, we need volume. When you're in a calorie deficit, you're inevitably going to have hunger. So we need that fullness. And so we get that with the volume. Also, it gives you more fiber, right? Micronutrients, blood sugar stability, all of the things that are really important. And just know, like, you don't have to think about it, right? Protein and produce, and it takes care of everything else. If you fill your plate and your stomach with protein and produce, it is going to help you absolutely crush your calorie deficit. Seriously. So, practical application with this one is before you build your plate, just ask yourself, where is the protein? Where is the produce coming from? And I don't mean a little piece of lettuce on your burger or your sandwich, right? I'm talking about a good portion of berries, any fruit, any volume veggie, anything that's going to actually give you that fullness. I don't mean like a little tiny slice of tomato. Okay. I know some of my ladies out there are picky and you're not eating your veggies. If it's not going to be veggies, then it needs to be your fruit. And again, if you are looking at this plate and it doesn't have it, you got to add it in, okay? So this is one shift, again, that will change your hunger. It will change your energy, your cravings. Hello, like, again, this is doing you without having to think about cravings and sugar and all this. Like, this is taking care of that, because when you're leading with these things, suddenly the cravings and things start to disappear. Just ask my clients, okay? So that will change all that. It will also change your results, okay? We're here to get results. I know it sounds so simple, but it works. Simple works. Again, our program, I say this all the time, our Goal Body Method is one part the nutrition, the fat loss, one part mindset. The nutrition part, nothing groundbreaking. We do have some signature tools that we teach for flexibility and food freedom so that you can enjoy your fat loss and also know how to get to maintenance very easily and maintain your weight loss. But it's nothing groundbreaking when it comes to nutrition for fat loss, okay? Anybody selling you on some complicated program trying to overwhelm you and make it a million steps, it's just unnecessary. This simple method is actually what works, which is super exciting, because when you stop overcomplicating it, the results actually start rolling. Seriously. So again, protein and produce first every single time. Okay, the fourth thing, cut the noise. Cut the noise. Okay, I've been talking about this a lot with ladies. Cut the noise. I want you to pick one thing that has been killing your results and eliminate it now. I have been sharing this, I guess I saw it on Pinterest first, maybe. I don't even know. It's like a meme that says, you know, there is one habit that you know is destroying your life, your goals, whatever, like enter blank. Okay, so your goal body. There is one habit that you know is ruining your progress, killing your results to get your goal body. What is it? Eliminate it. Okay, this is not about overhauling your entire life right now. Again, we got 4 weeks. Okay. This is about being honest with yourself about the one thing that you already know is quietly or not so quietly sabotaging your results. So for most women, there's like a handful of things that I see stand out. Number one is liquid calories. Your coffee, your wine, your Coke, your soda, your whatever, all these soda places now, they're like, what are the sodas called? Like dirty sodas. I was like, I know it's going to come to me. Yeah, these coffee drinks, alcoholic beverages, right? Liquid calories. That's a top one that I see. Eliminate it for now. Weekend blowouts. This is probably the most common one that I see. It's not going to be enough to get you to feeling good for summer if you're going to continue the pattern of being on for 4 or 5 days and then absolutely sabotaging and wrecking your calorie deficit all weekend long. Even if you think you're not, right? If you're gaining and losing the same couple pounds, I would pretty much guarantee that your weekends are the problem. So again, look at it. Is it the weekend blowouts? Is it the snack spiral, right? You are eating in the afternoon, you're snacking in the evening in the pantry after dinner. Figure out what it is. Again, these liquid calories, daily Starbucks orders, that extra, glass of wine, 1 or 2 glasses of wine every night. The coffee creamer. I mean, sometimes it's the add-ins to the coffee, right? They're sneaky. They add up fast and they don't fill you up at all. Like you're not getting any benefit from them. And it's not to say you can't have these things in your food logs, but right now we're picking one thing that's killing results. And if it's liquid calories for you, we've got to eliminate it. Weekends, again, like killing it Monday through Thursday is not enough. Completely unraveling Friday through Sunday, you cannot out train in your workouts or out track a full weekend of blowouts. Like it doesn't matter how hard you're showing up, all the effort you're putting in during the week. If you are doing this, like the math doesn't math. So looking at your weekends, and again, like the nightly snack spiral, so many of my clients come to me and this is like their number one sabotage is like you've eaten well, you've been good all day, and then 9 p.m. hits and you're in the pantry shoving handfuls of chocolate chips, tortilla chips, like literally whatever you can get your hands on, eating things that you can't even remember deciding to eat it. You just like all of a sudden come to and you're like, why did I just consume all of that? Okay. This one could be so many things. It could be stress eating, emotional eating. It could also just be not fueling your body properly during the day for fat loss. Okay. Physical hunger, whatever it is, this is what we get to the bottom of in our program, but whatever it is, you've got to eliminate this and stop letting it sabotage your calorie deficit. So it could be something else. I just wanted to list some of the top ones that I see. You know which one is yours. You already knew before I listed them. What is that thing, that one thing that is silently or not so silently killing your results, sabotaging your progress? And if you have more than one, okay, you don't have to fix all of them right now. I want you to pick the one that's doing the most damage and eliminate it, okay? Eliminate it for 4 weeks, just 4 weeks. If you can do that, I'm telling you, you will see so much momentum, and this one change alone will shift your results dramatically, because the fact of the matter is it's been the leak in the bucket the whole time probably, right? And so when you combine all of this and you have your calories and protein targets, and then you're logging everything honestly, accurately, truly committed to the consistency, and you're leading with protein and produce, and you're eliminating that one thing that absolutely is killing your results and sabotaging you, you could feel brand new. You could feel like a brand new woman in 4 weeks. Seriously. So the fifth thing, okay, is to stop doing this alone and get in the room. Here's the truth. Most women that listen to my show, that, follow me on socials, they already know what the problems are. They know they should be logging their food. They know that they don't need more information. Like, you've always had information. That's not really what's been missing. What's been missing is the accountability and the support, the mindset shifts, the coaching that you need in order to actually make this stick longer than through Motivation Monday. Okay. So being in a room with women who are doing it right now, who are lit up, fired up, who get it, who are not going to let you spiral on a Wednesday afternoon when you're stressed out from your husband and kids and work and all the things, like having women in your corner as well as a coach who is not only an expert in the field, but has been through it herself and is currently going through it. Because I'm in a summer shape up, which I always tell my clients, I kind of love this when I am in a little, trimming up for summer. It's so fun because I get to really be back in this experience. I spend so much time in maintenance mode, but I always do a little summer trim up. And so it really benefits my clients because I am showing everything I'm doing in real time. But I also lost 100 pounds naturally. And I've had many fat loss phases where I've trimmed up. And so I know when the hunger hits, how hard it can be to stick to the plan. I know when you socialize, I know when you're stressed. Like, I understand all of this. I have walked through this myself, and I can walk you through it as well. Sorry, but ChatGPT could never, okay? Like a podcast that you just listen to that's not specific to your struggles and there for you in the moment that you need it is not going to do it. Another free guide with the same information that you already know is not going to do it. The women who get their goal body and keep it They don't do it alone. They do it in a room where they have the right support, the right guidance, the right accountability, right? And this is really where goal body coaching shines in that you don't have to do it alone. Okay. And so 4 weeks is a short window, but 4 weeks inside of goal body coaching with daily accountability, expert eyes on your progress, on your food logs, helping you to see where the leaks are and coach you through them. Truly a community of women sprinting alongside you, like all of this, that is a completely different 4 weeks than if you were going at it alone. And so again, this is exactly what we do inside of goal body coaching. And right now our ladies, including myself, are so locked in, seeing results, building the habits that are going to carry them through summer and straight into fall without starting over, right? So many women get summer ready only to get to the trip and then they derail and then they're having to get it back off when school starts back up. And it's just exhausting. I mean, it's time to do this for real. It's time to stop starting and stopping, gaining and losing the same 5 to 10 pounds over and over again. And again, Memorial Day is literally 4 weeks away. So you could spend that 4 weeks doing what you've been doing, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then not holding yourself accountable, or you could get in the room and actually do this. So I promise you that 4 weeks of actually doing these 5 things, those first 4, right, are like, hello, like you can go and do these things right now. I mean, you can do all 5 right now because you can literally join us in goal body coaching right now. But that is more than enough to feel completely different by Memorial Day. I feel like women don't fully understand. And I guess I have a unique perspective as a coach who has coached thousands of women at this point. Like you can feel like however you feel right now, disappointed, like it's never going to happen for you. You know, you just may as well not even start again, try again. Like you literally do not understand how drastically different you can feel after 1 week, 1 day of being committed, of having the accountability of saying, I'm actually going to do this. It literally can change absolutely everything. So again, you do those first 4 things that I just talked about. I know that you could feel completely different by Memorial Day. Not perfect, okay? We're not saying that you're going to have your full transformation and it's going to be completely done, but you will be different. You will be proud. You will feel like literally you have control and you know that you can do this and you can keep it rolling. So the woman who, shows up to the pool or the cookout feeling good and proud of herself is not somebody who has something you don't have, or she, it's genetics, or, there's something magical going on. She just decided right now, 4 weeks ago, right? Playing the tape forward. She decided 4 weeks ago that she was done waiting. And that decision for you to be done waiting is available to you right now, literally right now, not tomorrow, not next, today, right now. So again, goal body coaching is open and the summer ready bonus window is live right now through May 9th. I almost messed the date up at the beginning, so I don't want to mess up now. Through May 9th. And again, I told you guys at the top, this is one of the 2 times a year, if you know, that I offer bonuses like this. And here's what I can tell you without like turning it into a full-blown infomercial. Every woman who joins during the summer ready window gets her custom goal body plan fast, okay? Built for her body, built for her life, her schedule, with a full video walkthrough from me. I show you absolutely everything. This is custom. This isn't like a video that you replay. This is me with your plan showing you absolutely everything. And as a part of the summer bonus, this will be delivered to you within 2 days of you filling out the form, maybe even faster. 2 days is just the full window. It could be to you like really, really freaking fast, because again, summertime is always about speed. We're here to get this done. We're here to get it rolling, right? So not the usual timeline, okay, well, a couple days from now, you get your plan. No, 2 days max that you will have your plan in hand, and the sigh of relief that you're going to have when you see this and you see how simple it is, yet you see already automatically, because one of the parts of your custom plan is me pointing out where your leaks are and what I want you to focus on first. And instead of getting overwhelmed trying to fix it all, you're going to know exactly what to focus on first, and it's going to remove all of that overwhelm and all of the guesswork. You're going to know exactly what to do. So again, you'll have that, you'll sign up and you'll have that plan in hand and you will be executing immediately. On top of that, as if that part weren't already like so amazing, I'm going to be killing myself to get this stuff done for you guys. I promise. Like, I'm so excited because this time of year, the women who come in, the energy is just so fire. And our group is already so fired up right now that I'm like, okay, come on, ladies, let's go. Let's go. Who's going to come in and do this with us? But on top of that, depending on the tier that you choose, because goal body coaching has different levels. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this on the show, but we have a new level in goal body coaching that makes coming in and getting access to me and this coaching program easier than ever before. Okay. So if you kind of had poked around, but it wasn't the right time, or you didn't see a level that worked for you, just come in and see if we have a level for you now. But depending on the tier that you choose, because we have different levels of support, you are walking in with either a full month of private one-on-one text access to me. Okay. That's normally only available at my VIP tier, or a free bonus month of coaching. It's like, I'm going all out on this bonus because again, I just know that there are so many women who have been thinking about it. You feel like you've been burned before. You did a program where you didn't really get to actually ask questions or get the support you needed. And I just know when you come in and you're going to see what my clients say all the time, which is like, holy cow, she's like, she is like up in my business. I mean, I am right there to answer your questions, support you. This is not like a once a week, we hop on a Zoom and you wait your turn in line. This is every single day. You get to ask questions, you get support inside of coaching. So with all of that, again, I said I was going to be kind of breaking my back for you guys this month. It's because I really want to show you guys that no matter what has happened before, you can do this. And with the right support, the right tools, you will understand why you couldn't do it before. Okay. And this just changes everything. So again, I'm not going to get into like every single detail here because you guys can see the full breakdown for yourself. The link is in the show notes for the interest form. Fill out the interest form. You're going to tell me how much weight you want to lose. You're going to tell me what your top struggles are. And it takes less than 90 seconds, literally. And I will send you everything, what coaching includes, what the summer ready bonuses look like at every level, all of it within the hour. Like within the hour from when you fill out the interest form, you will have it. You can decide if this is right for you, but just remember the summer ready window does close on May 9th. And the next time I do anything like this, bonus wise, this big, this juicy, is Black Friday. We're a ways away from that. Okay. So again, 4 weeks until Memorial Day, 13 days left on this offer. If you're listening to it in real time, you do the math. I mean, let's go. If you know that it is time, then we got to stop dragging our feet. So link is in the show notes. Fill out the interest form, at least get the information. That way you have it and you can decide for yourself if you want to chat with me. There's a link to click. You can either email me and we can chat, or you can just message me on Instagram because I will be totally honest with you and tell you if this is the right fit for you or not, if you want to chat before you come in. But if you want to come in and you want to get going, girlfriend, it is time and we are ready for you to do that. So link in the show notes, fill out the interest form. And if you're just listening to this and you're like, I'm fired up and I'm ready to go, again, use the calorie and protein calculator. That is linked in the show notes as well. All the things that I just talked about with logging your food, the protein and the produce, and eliminating that one thing that is holding you back. If you can get serious about this right now and not do okay, well, tomorrow, because I already ate this in the break room. No, start today. I'm telling you, you could literally feel like a different woman by Memorial Day. So let's freaking go. Okay, as always, links in the show notes for all the things. And then if you loved this episode, I love hearing from you guys. So let me know. Shoot me a message on Instagram at Goalbody by Hillary with 1 L. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.